Hey everybody, this is a quick little video to build off of Pecan's 3+12 guide that does a good job of going over the alting of them, as well as Ank's 2+13 guide that goes over the basics of how to do duo scales. I'm just going to be going over some of the more advanced or less understood parts of how to do duo scales that I don't feel like other guides have really hit on to help people get more comfortable doing them, and obviously selfishly to make my own raids better. We're going to start out quick with the CM Shaman layout, which is by far the worst layout. For this alternate lure, you do need to either pre-pot an ante or bring one in, because you're going to get hit as it goes to the door. This just keeps them from in the normal CM layout where they push out duos. That doesn't really happen here because they can't push out all the way north. Uh, just makes it so it's a lot less annoying and you get like bodied a hell of a lot less, just a lot more convenient. Just going to show a quick clip on how to avoid a lot of the melee damage from the shamans. Essentially, if you watch when I step out, I'm going to walk one tile and then run out, like shift clicking under. This makes it so I'm never in melee distance, and then when I run back in, I can just run in, click on the tile, wait there for the next set of the shamans to jump. Next up, I'm just going to quickly show that you can indeed Horn Guardians. 2 mauls equals 49 defense instead of 115. So for like the 2 ticks that you lose mauling instead of using a pickaxe, it ends up being a pretty big difference in time to kill, so it's really worth it. Next up, I was just asked to show a clip of how I do my prep. It's pretty sped up because I didn't figure people wanted to see that riveting prep content more than they had to. So as you can see, I build big chests, plant my seeds, drop my seconds, then withdraw all from my chest to make sure my inventory layout doesn't get cooked, then deposit all. I then grab my spade, pick up my seconds, go pick my Nox and my gold par so my duo can clear those when he's done. In this, my duo does clear Nox early, so I plant the Buchu right away, then go grab 12 vials, fill them, make my overloads, and plant the second Buchu. I pick 3 Buchu quick, make my 3 enhances, bank those potions, and drop the Sicily. Get a full inventory of vials, which is 25, fill them, bank them, and then I start picking the Buchu while I'm setting up Mystics on the alt so I can AFK a little bit. This gives me supplies for 8 restores, 17 brews, which is much more than we typically need, but it gives me a little bit of wiggle room if the rooms are a little uncooperative and decide to throw hands. Tightrope's one of the rooms I do a little different than most people. I don't throw gens. I will just aggro with Blood Barrage on the iron if they're not stacked up. Step back, wait for the HP bar to disappear, throw the Ralos at the one in the corner on the main, attack with the irons, and then it means that I can just put my Staff the Dead on with the main and sit there and tank without being stacked on top of each other, having some goofy crap happen, or lose a bunch of points from throwing a bunch of gens. So this is just going to be the Ranger setup. It's the same concept, but I wanted to show it because it shows you uh, how you can fix it. You can see my duo gets the one that gets stuck in the 3 stack at the back, and we just step out, start barraging, and we're all good to go. This right here is just a quick little time save to have the main cross over the rope, pick up the crystal, drop it under the iron, so the iron can go open the door, so you don't have to wait until the room's done to go get the crystal. The Rangers have a max of 26 through prayer, and you can only get hit 3 times when you're crossing, so as long as you have greater than 78 HP, you can't die. So in the Pecan video, it shows how to dance the Mystics, but I feel like some people really don't understand how it works. They just kind of emulate it. So this kind of will explain it a little better. Uh, in this clip, you'll see that I'm dancing east-west. The awesome little visual that is absolute art that my friend Tom provided kind of explains it in which way you're going to dance. If you need them to go east-west, you're going to dance east-west. If you need them to go north-south, you dance north-south. It's pretty intuitive, and you just have to make sure that you're going in the direction that you need the mystics to go for you. So that's it for the rooms. We're going to get into Ohm. So I'm just going to show right here the start for mage. You're going to start bad side. You're going to get 2 autos, and you're going to cross. It's going to mean that you're going to 0 damage. You've just attacked the mage hand, so it's taking damage. The head's going to turn. Makes everything a whole lot easier for everybody involved. This is just the other side. This is good side. You shoot the hand on spawn, wait a couple of ticks, you run across, you take no damage. If it turns not towards you, you just attack sooner. So this is going to be for teles. This is what I feel like a lot of people really struggle with. They don't know where to go. The best thing I found is making sure that you just stay in cycle with melee, or your mage stays in cycle with you if you're meleeing. In the quick little clip, you'll see I line up with him. I follow him to thumb. He stays in cycle. It makes everything just a lot easier. You don't have people questioning where to go. Makes it so everything runs a lot smoother. And this is just showing it the other way where I'm meleeing, so you can see he follows me across the thumb. We null the tele. Everybody stays in cycle. Everybody's happy. This is one of the biggest things that I think people have trouble with is Ralosing and not centering the head. Most important thing is you attack early as it turns to melee side. So that means that you have enough ticks to cross back to mage side, put your gear onto Ralos the melee hand. You'll cross to melee. You'll put your mage gear on. You attack the mage hand before it turns back to mage, so it keeps the head turning. This is just going to show how to keep the head turning with throwing Ralos if you get really far ahead on mage. I'm only going to attack on the mage side. If I hit a 0, because I don't know if the thrall is going to hit a number or not, I flinch slightly further to mage side so I can dodge the auto if it does center. If it doesn't center, I'm able to cross back to the melee side and then go back over. If I hit the number, I know I don't have to flinch, and I'll proceed to just continue to do so until the melee hand catches up. This is primarily to show where you can horn alt from. The tile I'm standing on reaches for the horn. It allows me to be able to be in close proximity to the melee hand. As you can see, I can lose some ticks here. I'm going to take some damage. It's going to center, but you'll be able to see that it's quite easy to get back into the cycle. I just have to run all the way across because I'm having it turn towards me, so I can't stay in cycle. I just run across, lose the auto, get back in cycle. We're all good. In this clip, I'm going to show how to be able to stay in cycle when the head centers and then doesn't turn towards you on melee. I feel like a lot of people end up losing this auto, losing ticks, and it ends up causing you to fall further behind. If in the clip you see that it doesn't look at me, as long as I attack the first tick that I see it look towards mage side, I will attack one before the thumb, and that means that I know that I am going to stay in cycle. Right here, I'm just going to show the walk cycle. You can stay in cycle, not using any run, and continuing to turn the head, moving between attacking the melee hand and the mage side tile. This is really good, obviously, if you're really far ahead. It also allows you to manage your run a little better. Right here is how you can move the head if you end up killing your hand a decent amount sooner. You run back and forth on tick, and it'll force the head to turn because you're all the way on the side. This also is why I highly suggest that mages still take smokes in their rune pouch, because sometimes you gotta run a marathon. And this is the last clip I wanted to go over for head phase. So it starts out looking at me, so I'm hugging the wall to null the flame wall. After the double auto, I step one inside the pinky line to turn it back center. I'm going to tank a bit because I am pretty healthy at this point. This line is very important that you'll see me dance on, because if it's looking the center, it will null the flame wall because it thinks you're against the wall. After taking damage, because I am terrible at the game, I step out to the side, making Ohm lose that auto since no one was in the center. I then triple brew restore to get health, like my health back, before my 15 to keep my stats up, uh, and step back center. As I step back center, I notice that my duo gets acided, so I keep the head center since it's miserable to deal with the acid, dodge crystals, tank, and try and get your autos off. I'm doing a terrible job at it in this clip, but it is also very key to be trying to brew on your 15s to gain HP while keeping yourself boosted. That's all I have for now. I'll provide links to both the pecan guide and the ink guide in the description for more info on stuff that I didn't cover. If you are interested in getting into these, I'll provide a link to join the 3+12 Discord where you can find people to pot them. And if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out in the comments or DM me on Discord. My Discord is @hockey. Thanks, and hope this helps you guys in your grind.